Nadine and I have known each other for a long time, but we've recently become a lot closer, and coincidentally, in that space of becoming closer, most of what I learned from Nadine through the approach that she uses um, is a whole lot about human potential. Um, and that's something that I didn't get from traditional therapy, and I think that might be something lacking with the whole therapy process is that they're trying to get you to use your potential, but dumbing it down to worksheets and things that work for other people. Whatever it is about Nadine's approach, I'm assuming there was neurolinguistic programming involved in there, um, but took it way out of the realm of here's a worksheet, way out of the realm of reality of, you know, you're in this horrible position right now, but you have the potential, and then proving that I had the potential to step by step work my way out of um, where my crisis was. Well, it impacts every area of my life. I guess I should probably backtrack just a little bit to talk about what happened and where Nadine came into my life. Otherwise, it won't make sense. Um, and in the basis of the trucking accident, while injuring me physically and putting me in a retraining position for a career, allowed me to save um, a whole lot of money while I was in the rehab hospital in Colorado for 7 months, and that money kind of gave me a nest egg. Somebody stepped in, practiced fraud on my bank account, and drained my entire bank account from $12,000 down to negative 1,100. So I walked into a wing stop one day to buy wings, to have something to eat, to find out that my card was declined, to call the bank and find out that my bank balance was a negative $1,100. If you can imagine what that's like for somebody, um, immediately threw me into a crisis mode. I didn't have money stocked away in any other banks. This is where I put all of my money. So my immediate thought was going, well, great, I can't put gas in the car. I can't do anything without, never letting her go. It's going to take me forever to put that money back in bank account. So I'm going to be living out in front of my friend's house in my car, which I can't go anywhere in because I can't put gas in until she decides to kick me out because she's tired of this guy living in his car in front of her house. And that was kind of like this little hole that I sat in for a very short period of time because they approached me and said, hey, let's work this out. And fortunately, thank God I had a person in my life that practices the things that she practices. I don't know if anybody else does, but it took, actually, I'm going to tear up. That's how important this was in my life. It took, within the space of 2 weeks, to go from I have absolutely no concept of the future. I don't have a job. I'm retraining for a job. I've got all these injuries. I still got a surgery, that I'm fresh from, and now I have to pay my bank account back to. Hey, you've got these resources, these tools, this personal ability, and the ability to manifest whatever it is that you want. So stop looking at your hole and look at the sky outside your hole. And yeah, I mean, it was such a short period of time. And that affects everywhere in my life because the difference is, I sit here now, relatively comfortable, money back in the bank in a bank account, no crisis at all, from what I thought was like a life-ending crisis. And that affects every single area of your life. So there's not really even one area that you can pinpoint that to. It's what people go to therapy for. They're just really looking for somebody to pull them out of some hole that their brain has somehow tried to drop them in. And I have been in traditional therapy for months, through some depressions and some okay periods of time where I went through all my surgeries. None of them did anything close to what Nadine pulled off in 2 weeks for me. I mean, a literal turnaround from, my life is at an end to, hey, things could be really good. So, sorry, I'm emotional about it. If anybody was on the fence about whether they wanted to join Nadine's program at all, if they had something that they really wanted to work on, I would tell them believe in her, in her what does she call it, a results-based money-back guarantee, she says she's never going to have to give anybody their money back. I mean, that result was something that I could not have expected anybody to pull off. And if she can pull off that kind of result with me, she can pull off anything she wants with you. Take the plunge.